Hello, and welcome to Modern World Dynamics, where we explore the interesting dynamics of our modern world. Today, we're setting sail on a journey into the realm of office dynamics, specifically focusing on a common creature in this habitat, the annoying boss. We'll navigate through the treacherous waters of micromanagers, poor communicators, and disrespectful leaders, providing you with strategies to stay afloat. So, buckle up as we dive into the world of annoying bosses and how to handle them. So, you have an annoying boss, but what makes a boss annoying? Well, let's dive right in. Picture this. You're at your desk, working away, when suddenly there's a shadow lurking over your shoulder. You turn around, and boom, it's your boss, peering over your work. This, my friends, is what we call a micromanager. These bosses are like helicopter parents, hovering over you, scrutinizing every little detail. They're the type who'll tell you how to do your job, even when you're the expert. It's like having someone tell you how to chew your food. Annoying, right? Next up on our list of annoying boss traits is the infamous lack of communication. Ever had a boss who's as communicative as a brick wall? You ask a question, and all you get is a vague grunt or a non-committal shrug. It's like trying to have a conversation with a mime. You're left guessing, second-guessing, and over-guessing. It's a guessing game you never signed up for. Now let's talk about disrespect. No, we're not talking about the Aretha Franklin song here. We're talking about the boss who treats you like you're less important than the office plant, the one who talks down to you, ignores your ideas, or takes credit for your work. It feels like you're back in school, and you've been sent to the principal's office for something you didn't do. But here's a twist in our tale. Sometimes an annoying boss might not even realize they're being annoying. They might think they're being helpful, informative, or simply efficient. It's like someone singing loudly in a library, thinking they're providing a delightful background score. So there you have it. The three prime suspects in the case of the annoying boss: the micromanager, the poor communicator, and the disrespectful boss. Each one annoying in its own unique way, like a symphony of irritation playing in the orchestra of your work life. Now that we know the traits of an annoying boss, how do we deal with them? We'll stick around to find out. Micromanagement, a word that sends chills down the spine of every office worker. Imagine you're like our friend here. Let's call him Bob. Bob is a diligent worker, but he's stuck with a boss who hovers like a hawk, scrutinizing every detail of his work. Now, dealing with a micromanager can be a bit like playing chess. You've got to be strategic and always be a few steps ahead. So how do we help Bob turn this into a win-win situation? Firstly, Bob needs to understand that micromanagement often stems from a boss's insecurity or lack of trust. It's rarely about Bob's performance. Recognizing this can help Bob approach the situation with empathy and patience. Next, Bob decides to take the initiative and keep his boss in the loop. He starts sending regular updates about his projects, assuring his boss that he's got everything under control. This proactive approach not only eases his boss's anxiety, but also gives Bob some breathing room. Now here's where it gets a bit tricky. Bob needs to set boundaries. He schedules a meeting with his boss to discuss his concerns about micromanagement. He uses phrases like, "I've noticed that," and "I feel like," to express his feelings without sounding confrontational. Remember, it's not about pointing fingers, but about finding a solution together. Bob also proposes a system where they can review his work at specific stages, not every step of the way. This gives his boss the assurance they need while allowing Bob the autonomy he craves. One more thing, Bob knows the importance of keeping a record. He documents all instructions and feedback from his boss. This not only helps him keep track of his work, but also serves as a reference in case of any miscommunication. So, what's the moral of Bob's story? Dealing with a micromanager isn't about resisting control, but about understanding their concerns and finding a middle ground. It's about setting clear expectations, maintaining open communication, and establishing trust. Remember, it's about setting boundaries and communicating effectively. Hey there, welcome to the thrill ride that is Modern World Dynamics. Eager to unlock the gateway to our premium exclusive content? Well, buckle up, because our membership plans are a ticket to just that. With the supporter tier, you're in for an early access party to all our videos and an exclusive invite to our lively Discord server. But wait, there's more. Elevate to the gold level and seize power with voting rights on our monthly video topics, and reserve your seat in our monthly Q&A. And why not go all in? Become a super supporter and bag all these goodies, plus full course access, priority response to your DMs, and your name shining in our video shoutouts. Your support is the fuel that drives our research engine and enables us to continue delivering top-notch content. The link to join is below. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Now let's talk about the boss who couldn't communicate clearly if their life depended on it. You know who I'm talking about, right? The one who sends vague emails, expects you to read their mind, and then looks at you like you're the one who's gone off the deep end. Imagine this. You're working on a project. Your boss tells you to make it better. Now, better is about as clear as a London fog, innit? So, you spruce up the design, tighten the content, and present it with a proud grin. Your boss looks at it, frowns, and says, No, that's not what I meant at all. Frustrating, right? But keep calm, and remember, you're not alone. This is a common issue in the modern workplace. And the good news is, there are ways to tackle this. Firstly, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. It's better to ask a dozen questions and get it right than to waste hours on misinterpreted instructions. Secondly, encourage your boss to provide detailed instructions. You could say something like, I want to make sure I'm on the right track. Could you please provide more specifics about what you want? And remember to keep it positive. You're not criticizing, you're seeking to understand. Thirdly, propose a regular check-in system. This could be a weekly meeting or an email thread where progress and expectations are clearly outlined. This not only keeps everyone in the loop, but it also minimizes misunderstandings. And finally, take notes. When your boss does give instructions, write them down. This gives you a reference point and makes it easier to ask for clarification if needed. In essence, dealing with a poor communicator requires patience, assertiveness, and a bit of strategic thinking. But remember, you're not doing this to appease a tricky boss. You're doing this to create a more effective and less stressful working environment for yourself. Clear communication is a two-way street, and it's okay to ask for clarification. Last but not least, let's tackle the boss who lacks respect for others. It's a sticky situation, but one that's all too common in the modern workplace. Let's paint a picture. Meet Sam, a diligent office worker who's constantly belittled by his boss. Now, Sam's not a pushover, he's a beacon of resilience, professionalism, and respect. But his boss? Well, let's just say he's not the biggest fan of respect. Sam's boss would often belittle him in front of his colleagues, making snide remarks about his work. He'd disregard Sam's ideas in meetings and make him feel insignificant. This behavior was not only disrespectful, but also detrimental to Sam's morale and productivity. What did Sam do, you ask? Well, he didn't just sit back and take it. Sam knew the importance of maintaining his self-respect, even in the face of such disrespect. He decided to tackle the issue head-on, but in a way that maintained his professionalism. First, Sam identified specific instances where he felt disrespected. He didn't let his emotions cloud his judgment, but instead focused on the facts. He then approached his boss, requesting a private conversation. During this conversation, Sam was respectful, yet assertive. He shared his concerns, backed by specific examples, and expressed how it was affecting his work. He didn't accuse or attack, but instead communicated his feelings in a calm and composed manner. The result? Sam's boss was taken aback. He wasn't expecting Sam to stand up for himself, but seeing Sam's sincere honesty and professionalism, he began to reassess his behavior. This story of Sam teaches us a valuable lesson. It's crucial to stand up for oneself, but equally important is the manner in which we do it. It's about maintaining respect for ourselves and others, even when it's not reciprocated. And remember, no one has the right to belittle you or make you feel less. It's important to voice your concerns, but always with respect and professionalism. Respect is earned, not given. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Before we continue, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Your thumbs ups and subscribes mean the world to us here at Modern World Dynamics. And if you're feeling extra generous, there's a link below to donate. Your donations are what keep us going, allowing us to delve deep into research and bring you more enlightening content like this. We appreciate every bit of your support. Thank you for your support. Now let's continue with our discussion. So, we've discussed how to handle an annoying boss, but what's the key takeaway? Here's a quick recap. First, we identified the traits of an annoying boss. From micromanaging to poor communication and even disrespect, we've covered the lot. Then, we dove into strategies to deal with each type. We've learned that with a micromanager, it's about gaining trust and showing your competence. With a poor communicator, it's about seeking clarity and initiating open dialogue. And when it comes to the disrespectful boss, it's about standing up for yourself and setting boundaries. But let's remember, it all boils down to 3 key elements: communication, boundaries, and respect. If you can master these, you can navigate the choppy seas of workplace dynamics, annoying bosses and all. And don't forget, every situation is an opportunity for growth. Remember, dealing with an annoying boss is about communication, boundaries, and respect. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.